Welcome back to this week's episode of EVTV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Franco.
Here in our student body at Eagle Valley, we have a lot of hidden talents and skills. Our reporters have taken it into their own hands to see what's going on behind the scenes. For more, we go to Will and Sam.
Molly Blevins is a senior here at Eagle Valley High School, most commonly known for her impressive artwork and unique style. Molly brings a creative energy to the school, as well as spreads positivity to those around her.
Look at her.
Oh.
Meow. It's a family picture.
Okay,
Cool.
yeah, like...
I've always loved art and like all different kinds of art, like painting and also like writing and stuff. And I remember like getting posters and being like, I could probably draw that. My uncle is an artist and I remember drawing with him when I was little and like him teaching me how to like shade with like a pencil and like your finger. And I was like, this is so cool. Like, I've been using watercolor pens recently. So that's like some media that I really like. And I also like doing portraits. I love wearing clothes. I like making outfits with like themes in mind, you know, like fire cowboy. I was a fire cowboy the other day.
Molly isn't the only artist who goes to school at Eagle Valley High. Otto Berga pursues his artistic passion in other mediums.
Get up on the chair. Hey, no, you get up. I'm a man.
What's up?
What's up?
I would consider myself an artist, but I wouldn't say that like I'm the most artistic person, but I would say that I love art and I love to do it because you have that freedom. I feel like I really started like pursuing piano freshman year, and then sophomore year in the jazz band is when I really took an interest to it. I try and be as diverse as possible. I really enjoy making like classical music and stuff, but I wouldn't say that limits me, and I wouldn't say that like I'm like only doing this or only doing that. I really love every kind of music for what it is. After the initial quarantine, I started just watching videos and trying to like broaden my knowledge of music. You can never really be wrong, and like every time you follow your mistakes, you only dig deeper into learning something new. I like piano a lot because you have that freedom to just delve in deep. You can just go and you can make mistakes and have fun.
Drawing, painting, fashion, skateboarding, entrepreneurship, and more. Victor Sandoval is no stranger to exploring any and all artistic mediums. Victor even made the song playing now.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I consider myself an artist because I've developed a sort of style through my exploration of art. I started making art about as young as I can remember. My sister would invite me to her room and we'd just have like little drawing competitions or just like drawing time in her room. I started with just a pen and a paper and some markers, and then it just elevates, or it like evolves into like messing with paints, and then just like trying out other mediums and then trying out new stuff. I like making art that I like. So like I don't really think about what other people think when I make art. I just kind of think about like what I like and what I think would be a good decision for my art, and then that confidence has to do a lot with art. And a lot of people like make something and they're not really too confident about it. Art takes time to evolve and like progress and get better, and once you see that progression, then it's just really fun to do.
This has been Will and Sam.
Who knew we had such a talented student body here at Eagle Valley? Now, a word from our sponsors.
Hey, you wanna go to prom with me? Free prom? Do you want free dresses, free makeup, free hair, free prom tickets? We'll show up April 15th in the cafeteria at 6 p.m. Be there.
Everyone eats food and everyone produces waste, which impacts our environment. One way you can contribute to making our school a more sustainable place is by becoming conscious of your recycling habits. Properly sorting your waste and recycling will greatly benefit our school and community.
Earlier this year, Will and Sam tried to discover the face behind hot stuff. To learn more about the history of Hot Stuff, we go to Jordan, Emily, and Zosha.
As you walk down Legacy Hall, it's easy to get distracted by the smiling faces of Eagle Valley's alums lining the walls. It may leave you wondering what it was like to be a Devil back in the day and just how Eagle Valley High School came to be.
Eagle had its own high school at one point. It was downtown on Broadway, and Gypsum had its own high school at one point, which was down on 2nd Street. And when they decided to combine the high schools between Eagle and Gypsum in 1959, there was no mascot. The class of 1960 ended up deciding what the mascot was, what the school song would be. So there wasn't anything before this. We were an entirely new school, and the class of 1960 made that all up for us.
Classic high school confrontations began to arise as students went from being rivals to classmates. The school administration had to figure out a way to minimize the arguing and gave the students the task of coming up with the school mascot and song. A student from the class of 1964 named Bill Johnson claimed he remembered the final mascot debate being between the black and white Devils and the green and white Trojans.
So this kid in the class of 1960, he drew a little devil, probably based off of the Harvey comic of Hot Stuff Devil. But he drew him with blue eyes, which the comic doesn't have blue eyes. And so that's actually a big part of the mascot. And so nowadays we don't always use the devil with the blue eyes, but he's supposed to have blue eyes. And so he drew him, and everybody in the senior class, I guess, said, "Oh, that's awesome, let's use this as our mascot."
The comic Hot Stuff, the Little Devil, was designed by Warren Kremer and was first presented to the public in October of 1957. Hot Stuff made appearances in many other publications over the years, the most recent one being in 2009 by Ardent Entertainment as a part of a 3-part comic series. It included characters like Casper the Friendly Ghost and Wendy the Good Little Witch. The series was called Casper and the Spectrals. Amazingly, only 3 high schools in the entire nation were given the rights to use Hot Stuff as their school mascot, the other 2 being Dysart High School in El Mirage, Arizona, and Lundhurst High School in Olivehurst, California.
In the 1990s, there was a principal that came here and wanted to change the devil. There actually was some community uproar about us being devils, that it was demonic and not very Christian-like. And so we had a principal that wanted to change us to the rainbows. And we all were, the community band together.
It's clear that people all over the world love our beloved Hot Stuff. If only there was a way for the teachers of Eagle Valley High School to show off their love for this little devil.
I'm daring Drake Brown, Brett Moyer, Devin Dupree, James Kirshner, and Christina Aiden to get a Hot Stuff Devil tattooed right on their ankle. Yeah.
This has been Jordan, Zosha, and Emily.
As the warm weather approaches, we're really looking forward to seeing those new tattoos. Thanks for watching this week's episode of EVTV, and good luck on your SATs.